This is the cornstarch pouch pack, which is part of the Nicholas Lodge collection. So this pack contains 2 little cornstarch pouches, and then there are some little bands in here, 5 little bands, which we use for the top. Now I use this for cornstarch, or for a cake you can also use this with powdered sugar. It's a great way to dispense your cornstarch. So the pouch, you're going to use this. I'm just going to open it up, and normally I would put this onto a small cup, like so. Just going to put this onto a small cup so you see that the toe part of this goes into the cup. And then you would then just fill this with cornstarch or powdered sugar. Now usually if I'm doing flour making, probably about 3 to 4 tablespoons is sufficient of cornstarch. When you do this with powdered sugar, you could use a larger container, a deeper container, and you could do sort of obviously a lot more, like 8-12 tablespoons of the product. So then what we're going to do is just going to then, once you get the product, so you see how you're just going to just sort of shake this so that the cornstarch will then go into the base of this. All right, so generally I do this in a cup so it's not as messy. So you see how your cornstarch is now in the bottom. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to just twist this a few times. So I'm just going to just twist this a few times just to really almost like, and then I'm going to pull it back through on itself. So you're actually going to then double this up. So just going to open this up here like so. And then I'm just going to just pull this back through itself. So this is going to make a double thickness of the bag. And then you're going to take the small little band here. Now you can cut this excess off, but normally I recommend to my students to just keep this. And then when you need to reuse this, you could wash it if you needed to, and then you just refill this with cornstarch. And then you would find a suitable little container just to keep this in, with obviously a lid on there to stop any humidity. And that would be your cornstarch bag. Okay, so you can see here you've got your cornstarch bag. This one I've cut the top off, which is that is optional, but it means when you're just put in a little cornstarch, and again, those of you who watch many of my craftsy classes, I use this for all of my flour making so we don't get excessive amounts. And this shows a larger version, so this one is actually done with powdered sugar, which you could use for rolling out rolled fondant or, for example, pastillage work or other things. Done in exactly the same way, just a bigger amount of the product. So those are the cornstarch bags, pouches.